Apple just released the slightly better iPhone 14. The iPhone 16e was just announced like an hour ago. The phone is interesting to say the least. So for one, it has one camera lens. It's just like an iPhone XR, but instead of the flash being under the lens, it's now to the side of the lens. It still has the notch, so no dynamic island, which I guess that's expected. And it has no camera control, which won't be missed at all. But it has an action button, and the action button can do the visual intelligence that Apple Intelligence offers instead of using the camera control for that. Hopefully that also goes to the iPhone 16s. But anyways, the 16e starts at $600. We were really hoping for $400, $500. $600 though is hefty, but at the same time, it's not a bad price at all for what the phone is offering. Has a 2-in-1 camera, as Apple's calling it. 2-in-1 meaning it's a main camera, but also it can double as a telephoto, 2x telephoto camera, which I guess new technology offers the ability to do it in one lens instead of two lenses, I guess. But it's still probably not going to be as good as like the iPhone 16 that has two separate lenses for this. I honestly don't know too much about cameras, so I could be totally wrong. But that one lens is 48 megapixels. I think it looks sleek. It's cool. Like I said, no camera control, but nobody uses camera control anyways, so who cares? This phone has a new battery technology. So the 6.1-inch iPhone 16e has the exact same battery or similar battery to the 6.7-inch iPhone 16. So the 6.7-inch iPhone 16 Plus. The iPhone 16 regular only has 22 hours of video playback, whereas the 16e has 26. And the 16 Plus has 27. So the new battery technology is really cool. And then also has the new C1 modem in it. That modem is going to be Apple's first in-house made modem. They're no longer using Qualcomm or Foxtrot, whatever their name is. They're now just making it in-house along with their own processors. Has the A18 processor. The A18 processor is the exact same processor that's in the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus. So who is the 16e for? Honestly, it's for everyone. What's going to happen is the regular 16 model for $800 is just going to tank in sales. Apple just butchered the sales of the iPhone 16. What does the iPhone 16 have that the 16e doesn't have? Camera control, but who cares about it? 2 lenses. If you're really buying an iPhone for the lenses though, you're buying a Pro most likely. And then beautiful colors. Other than that, nobody is buying an iPhone 16 over a 16e. Why would you spend $200 on a pretty color when you could just buy a case? Most people use cases on their phones anyways. So I'm not a businessman. Why did Apple release the iPhone 16e with such interesting specs, such similar specs to the iPhone 16, and they're just gonna butcher the iPhone 16? It has the same Apple Intelligence, again, nobody cares about. It has a similar-esque camera. It has a sleeker design, same size screen. Oh, is the dynamic island gonna be worth $200? So in the regular 16, you're getting 2 cameras, dynamic island, better colors, camera control. None of these things equate to $200 for me. Maybe the dynamic island at most because it's actually useful, but really? So the iPhone 16e is just a 16 with no dynamic island. I think it's a really good phone. It looks like a 13 and a 14, so maybe it'll make you feel like you're using a lesser phone, and if you want to use a better phone, then you'll get the 16. It's about a status type thing. Who knows? So that's the iPhone 16e. Very interesting specs, very interesting new technology in it. Very similar to the iPhone 16 regular, not the Plus. So what do you think about the 16 in the comments down below? 16e comes in 2 colors, matte white and black. It doesn't come with the beautiful colors that the iPhone 16 comes in. And it has 1 lens and no camera control. That's the difference. Same glass on the back, same aluminum. The glass on the back is glossy, just like the 16. The SE series is, I guess, out the window now, so that's fine. It's interesting. This is the first time Apple has made an iPhone SE that's not in the body of an older phone. It's kind of iPhone 16 specs in the body of an iPhone 13 or 14, but with a less camera than the iPhone 13 or 14. So I guess it's similar to those 2 phones, but at the same time, it's still different because the camera's all new. I think the camera looks awesome in it, but that's just me. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm Jake. This is Shot on my phone.